So I put together the pieces of a long and arduous puzzle, basically, considering the crime that I'm speaking out about. It's been for my whole life. So when you don't have people believing in you, that you could actually come back into reason of your own availability of what you've been going through, and saying that, multiple things have been happening to you, to all of a sudden have nobody actually do a good job at being observant, I guess, of a real crime. But it's for years of where you're feeling like these people are just stealing your life, and you don't know who they are or where it's coming from. You're being poisoned. You have a very accurate description as to why your belief is that you were poisoned, so you would just be lost on your reasonability to be able to take the stand against your own father for what he's done, being that I was the last man standing to be able to do that. And so people just don't understand that when you're the last one to take a stand against somebody that's done some really horrific shit, that when your life is feeling so bleak and your health is on its decline, you can't, and I mean from a young age, and you can't quite find the words to say, especially the words to string them together, or having the vocabulary at such a young age to be able to suggest as to what's actually taking place in your life. So they're needing to full on create a warfare over your life that's stealing away your health, your money, your voice, your jobs, your love life. They're literally creating that fake reality all over your life. You see what I mean? And because they're getting away with stealing all of your value, you're left fighting homelessness for many years, where you otherwise wouldn't be, because you know for yourself what your stamina is, what you're capable of, right? And so they're taking away the capacity that you would otherwise have, not only by poisoning and the reasoning skills by poisoning, but poisoning your reality with psychological warfare and these covert attacks non-stop, hacking you, hijacking you. I don't think people quite understand it. They just think, oh well, you can just move on, you can just carry on, nothing to see here, nothing to do. But what hurts most is that it's the people that were designing my life to be able to trust them, where I know for myself now why I was never able to trust them. And so when you're in this situation, it's lonely, it's terrifying, especially when you're 5, really super young. It's terrifying to feel like you're literally gonna die. Your whole body can't breathe, down to the cellular level. Does it have to be explained by a professional scientist then as to how that would happen inside of a live body for people to understand it? Because it's just so scary. It's like a horror film all over your life. So I'm speaking my truth out here because, you know, making music videos helps me. Making these stories helps me. But the fact of the matter is that I've been fighting forever just to get my own accounts back, my own availability back from like flopping to the ground. And then just when you're finally feeling good enough, you're like you're in such a setback. And this is time and time again. So when I worked, 150 plus hours a week to get out of that circumstance, and then it's just happening to me worse simply for making it out and getting a place, then I was to steal the deed of my house and steal, before that was to steal my NTF money, my cryptocurrency, just basically stealing every avenue that I had of living a life outside of this bullshit happening in my life. So I don't know how people can even defend anything less than somebody's availability to finally figure out a crime of these levels to where you're really trying to not only have a life outside of the abuse, but you're trying to figure out how to even speak your truth where it's going to matter to somebody else. Like, not just matter as like they believe you, but matter as far as showing up to share the scars that you're feeling, or to take some of that pain out of the life in a blessing. There's 1.5 million charities out there, or more, probably a whole lot more. And then you can't even find one single solitary place that is actually willing to say, you know what, I not only believe you, but I'm going to help you get through this. Whatever we have to do. Because that's literally the kind of man I am. That's like what I would want to do. So it doesn't make sense that there's not that kind of help that you can just go to, hit the few emails that you would need to have the reasonability inside of that to not leave you alone in a way that helps resonate your reasoning to get out there and get your story heard out in the public, have a free press. But the fact of the matter is that I want that help to get that truth out there. And it's just so hard because people automatically think I don't know what people think. Tell you the truth. I think that they think that you're just a mental health case when the reality is that you're not. So I just wanted to tell you guys this straight from the bottom of my heart. I know that I know what the truth is. I know. So anyway, thanks for being here. Peace.